Mike Radich here, and I'm now joined on the phone by MFC Welterweight Dhiego Lima. Dhiego, how are you?
Doing good, my friend. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. You're fighting Terry Martin at MFC 31.
Man, I thought you had checked the news already. I had to pull out. Yeah.
Oh.
I actually got hurt 2 weeks ago. Separated cartilage on my rib.
Well, this is...
So, yeah, I had to pull out, unfortunately.
How did this injury happen?
Just wrestling. Somebody wrapped me up and tried to throw me, and they wrapped right on the rib, and I heard the pulse, and one went right on top of the other.
How long did they say that you'll be out?
Well, it's been 2 weeks already. I got hurt. I didn't think it was that serious, so what I did, I took 5 days, no wrestling, and I still sparred because I could still spar. And then the day I came back to wrestle, it was like, oh, no, there was no way he was going to hold up. He just kept popping still, and I was like, damn it. So I had to call in and, do all that stuff, just pull out and talk to Mark, and he was bad because I pulled out last Thursday, so it was only a week's notice, which I hate to do that, but thank God they found Terry another opponent. That doesn't mean he did all the training for nothing, so I was excited for that.
Well,
I can still spar. Today I went and sparred a little bit, but, just no wrestling yet. Should be around a week and a half still for me to wrestle, and then we'll come back strong, man, and hopefully be on the next card in November.
Well, you're undefeated right now. You've looked better and better every time you've been out there. How long do you think it's going to take you to get towards a title shot? Because your brother was the MFC champion. He's now in Bellator. How long do you think it's going to take you to get a title shot?
Well, I think the win over Terry was going to get me there. I was excited they found him another opponent, and then that way he can win, and then they'll probably schedule me to fight him again, and then that way he'll be coming another win, and I think that will take me there, He's a very experienced guy. He just fought for the title, and then I think he worked out great, man, because everything happens for a reason, and I think that's why. They found him another opponent, and then I'm sure he's going to beat him, and then, he's going to come over closer with me, and then that's when I make my move, finish him, and then boom, that's the title shot.
Did you think it was kind of funny how he just fought your brother and then they threw him in and you were supposed to fight him, but of course this injury that you have, but do you think it was kind of weird how they were...
I thought he was. He was just like, whatever. I didn't know how to look at it, to tell you the truth.
Now, from what I understand, your nickname, Maluka, the MFC, they came up with that, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Did you have any input? Did you have any other nickname that you wanted to use?
When Mark texted me, he's like, dude, I think I found your nickname, and then when he put it together, I was like, man, that it seems like I had it for a while already, I was like, oh, that's fitting me pretty good, my fighting style and just the way I am before I fight, I get all wound up and crazy. And I was like, that actually fits pretty good.
Is there any guy out there that interests you to fight? Maybe inside the MFC, outside the MFC. I know you mentioned Terry Martin, but is there anybody else outside?
Well, man, not really. I'm willing to fight anybody, man. All these guys that, I like those guys that gets dropped from the UFC, and then they got to prove something to get back in it. So, I want to fight a guy like that, like John Howard and all those guys that's been, they've been dropped from the UFC, and they're really good guys, so I'm looking at, have fights like that, post UFC guys, that'd be great. That's what I'm looking for, Either that or just experienced guys in general, If they have a name, man, I'm willing to fight them, I don't want to fight nobody with no name, if they have a big name, I want to fight them. It's just the way it is.
How many fights left on your MFC deal do you have?
I still have 3. This was going to be my second one, and then I was going to have 2 left, so I'm still going to have 3 fights left.
Now, your brother, he made the jump to Bellator. Are you really comfortable in the MFC where you could see yourself, when you finish out this deal, coming back, or do you, any other organization?
Like I said on the interview before, man, it's either I'll go back or either the UFC, I'm not going anywhere else, man. By the time I finish this contract, I'm sure I'm going to find these next 3 fights are going to be real tough, experienced guys. And then I want to make a statement that, the UFC is going to be like, oh, I don't want this kid. I'm going to be 9-0, when I finish this contract. You know, I'm going to be only 23 years old. You know, there's no reason why they want to hire me, you know? All these guys have been hiring. It's like, come on, dude. You know, I know so many guys there that I can beat that it's just like, you know, they got to give me a chance.
Dhiego, real quick, before I let you go, do you have any sponsors you'd like to thank? Anything you want to say to the fans?
Well, you know, I just want to say sorry to the fans. You know, it sucks pulling out a fight, especially so close to it. And, you know, a lot of people didn't even know yet, you know, because the media, I don't know about the media, they didn't put it out there like that, but it just sucks, you know. I'll be ready in November. You know, I'm coming very hungry, man. I'm really motivated. And, you know, I'm just ready to go, man. Just, you know, come November, you got to see the best Dhiego Lima in the ring.
Well, Dhiego, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk. I'm, you know, disappointed.
No problem. Thanks for having me. You know, sorry, I thought you knew already.
No, I didn't.
Thanks for having me anyway.
No problem. Just when you are healthy and you do have a fight, just we'll do it again, okay?
For sure. Perfect. Thanks a lot, man.
No problem.